What up? What up? What's Sibbity? What's happening? Welcome to another edition of the Wrap Up, aka Kicking It with the Cousins. Tony on the mic, and joining me as always is my mailman, your mailman, the Woody's Roundup Fan Club President mailman. I'm talking about Oz, the People's Mailman. Oz, what's going on, brother?
Tom Hanks all day. You already know, bro. I forgot to mention that. He's the voice of Woody on top of everything. So come on, man. You can't go wrong with Tom Hanks, bro.
Yeah, yeah. We'll get into that a little later. That debate between you and Rob was pretty good, man. You guys went
That
back
was
and forth.
classic. That, that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
that
yeah.
was not planned at all, and it was an organic, and just a little debate there. And I think I don't know. I think I won that one.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the jury's still out. We're still taking votes. They're coming in hot and heavy. I will say that conversation wouldn't have took place on my watch. So
Oh
kudos
yeah,
to
you
you
would have
guys.
cut that off in 2.5 seconds. Actors, movies. Come on, man. This is about cards.
But let's stick to the topic here. But no, it was cool though. So how was it with the having a guest host this week? With you?
It was cool, but bro, we missed you. Let's talk, that already happened. Let's talk
Yeah,
about cousin Tony, bro. What happened with you, man? Where were you? You was MIA and PR, man. What's up?
I was. Before I get into that, because I got a lot to tell
Oh,
you.
you got a lot to talk.
I do.
Oh, we got to get some
So
shout outs.
yeah. So I said it's officially a game now, and the race is on. And I think your boy won this week.
My boy,
Yeah,
everyone's boy, Mr. James Lumen in the hazy for shazy, baby. How you doing, James?
your wife's upstairs. Like he said, she's got to be crazy. Like she probably doesn't. She knows the show officially starts when she hears you yelling like an idiot downstairs. So James says he got you this week, Papa Jim. Favorite day, time of the week at the hobby hangout. Hope you had a great week, Primos. Absolutely, we did.
Yes, sir.
I know I did.
So
Kamish
far,
is
so good.
here. Kamish is here. Kamish says, "What's good, hobby peeps?" And he said he had to beat odds to the shout out for sure. Sports card therapist is here. He says, "What's up, me primos?"
Yes,
Papa
sir.
Jim's tuning. He took the L this week, but he'll be back
Rats.
in next week. And checking in from Texas, Mr. Blaine Thornton is here. Stooks
Sir.
Baseballs and Curiosities said, "Good evening."
Welcome,
By the
welcome,
way,
Stoops.
Kamish, I sent you the link. If you want to jump in here later at any time, feel free. You had that submission, and just had a couple thoughts about that. So, like I said, if you want to jump in at some point, we'll definitely get to that. All right, so I guess we'll do my thing first. Obviously, went on vacation,
Mhm.
and I took my cards, man.
Yeah, you did, like I said, you did that on the D. I made a comment like that was undercover brother type stuff, which was cool though. I was impressive. So you took your cards and then you went to special spots on the island and took some pictures and made some posts.
I did, and shout out to the wife, man, for being super like there was a couple eye rolls, but for the most part, it wasn't like it was just 2 minutes. I'm like, let me just do my
Did she call
thing.
you a nerd?
Uh, nerd would have been nice.
She called you other things.
That would have been nice. There was a few choice words in there, but nah, it was cool. Again, shout out to her. But I definitely like when I took the rookie card, I knew I had to go to the Morro in Old San Juan. That's an old fort. You guys can do some research on that, see what it's all about. But really cool, man. As we're walking down there, she's like, I have my bag. She's like, what? She was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, I got my cards. I was like, this. I said, this. Like, I don't get here every day. And I said,
Uh,
and first, we're here as tourists. Like, you best believe I'm taking, like Kamish said. He said, I got some glamour shots of my cards. Uh, and to
so
me
when you
though, it
when you
was
got
like,
to El Morro real quick, did they have the kites? Were they flying the kites out there?
yeah, they had kites. They had actually so the wife is a big fan of fresh coconuts with the crack it with the water.
Mhm.
So they had a dude there, doing his thing there. But yeah, over there, it's really cool. You can they they sell kites at like 2, $3 because
Mm,
everybody wants to fly. It's nice and it's super. It's like, dude, it's like 95 degrees, so we're
yeah,
sweating. But then once you get up there, it's like a nice breeze and it's
yeah.
beautiful, man. You can just
So it's
chill
a
there and like,
nonstop breeze, so it's perfect for kite flying. So when you
yeah,
know you're at El Morro, which is a Spanish fort that they built when Spain, Spanish came
right,
over, they wanted to secure the island, so they built this fort right there. So when you're pulling up, they can see your ass from miles away. They're like, "All right, let's get ready." They had
yeah,
the cannons and everything, so that's an awesome spot.
yeah, yeah. And you can still tour it to this day. It's like a national, site, and you can go up there.
Mhm.
Really cool. They still have you can go downstairs. They have where they kept the prisoners and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah, it was pretty dope, man. So yeah, did that. Did some glamour shots. I went to the Roberto Clemente Stadium. That's where I took the picture of the superfractor.
Okay.
So like that, and then just went to an old bar, dude, in Old San Juan.
It
That
looked
was
old.
cool as hell, man. If you guys haven't seen it, check out our cousins collectibles Instagram. I have pictures of it. The place looked like it was falling apart, but it
Yeah.
was it was it was awesome, man. Still standing, and then um, that was cool. Did all that. Actually, then I went to the Santurce Cangrejeros Stadium. Cangrejeros is crabbers.
Mhm.
Clemente played there way back in the day with Willie Mays. Not at that particular stadium where it's at right now, but for that organization. Um, so I mean, tons of players, big time names that played. Back in the
Yes.
day when them dudes used to play in the 50s, they would just go play in the islands and get
Yeah,
paid.
so they come over Puerto Rico, Big Willie
Yeah,
Mays.
man, that team was sick. They
Can you
had like,
imagine?
bro, and I forget who the other outfielder is off the top of my head, but their team was sick. And, like it was like the who's who. Like that
Mhm.
year, I think Clemente was managing at the time. He was like, "Yo, we're going after." I forget if he was or what, or something like that. Eventually, he did manage, but they were like, "Yo, we're going." And he's like, "Yo, I'm bringing Willie Mays."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, yeah,
That'd be like, you playing basketball, a
yeah,
summer league, and you be like, "I'm getting MJ." You
hmm
know what I mean?
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
bringing Michael.
yeah, yeah. Because then it was like, what was cool was like you had guys that were playing in the MLB, but then it was just guys from the island too that were on. And they're professional to an extent,
Yeah.
but not MLB professional.
Right, right.
So, but did all that, man, and I kept a secret from you as
Oh,
always. Nice surprise. I
of
did
course.
get to the crash site.
Did you get to it?
I
Oh,
did
nice.
get to the crash site, bro, and I got it. And I know this guy who's gonna tell me I'm talking about him too much. Super, super, super. Thank you to Danny Torres. So I asked him. I said, "Hey, do you have the coordinates or something, or somebody knows an address there, or whatever?" And dude, when I tell you where it is, I was like, "It's been here the whole time." Like it's. But anyways, and we're talking back and forth. The day goes by. He reaches out to me. He's like, "Yo, I talked to a guy, Josie Alvarado's the guy's name. He's like, he can't take me. He's very well connected with all that stuff. He's like,
Mhm.
dude, he's kind of busy, but he goes, I know he knows another guy, Mr. Eddie Rivera, who will. And I was like, dude, I don't want to put nobody out. I don't want to I don't. It's not about that. I was like, if you, I said, dude, if you could just tell me where it is, I'll just go.
Yeah.
But long story short, we meet up. This dude comes, picks me up. We spend an hour together, bro. We grab a Malta. If you don't know what a month, I swear to God, we did. It was like before we got there, like because where it is actually in an area in Puerto Rico called Piñones, which is near the airport, and it's a strip with all it is just places that do barbecue. They serve beer. Give me a second. They do all that stuff, and of course I'm gonna start joking now.
Don't worry, cousin Tony's having a little technical difficulties. Go ahead, do your thing, cousin Tony.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
good?
yeah.
Good?
Anyways, so go down there, spend a ton of time at there, bro, and I'm losing my voice. So you just talk about something while I get my voice back.
So as cousin Tony is trying to describe the special place where he went to go visit the memorial for Roberto Clemente, which is a fascinating story. That's something you really don't think about too much, but that is definitely a place that I would like to visit once I get back down there. So
Yeah,
I think it's fascinating. So you good?
yeah, yeah. So it's in that spot where there's a bunch of barbecue spots and beer. Like you can, bro, you just it's like a place where you could just bar hop. I call them bars, but not really bars. There's like
Yeah.
just outside places that you cook and stuff. Spend an hour with this dude. He just telling me all this stuff, what goes on, this and that. And bro, You know me, I'm not into that whole mushy stuff, but it was surreal, dude. Because I'm like, as we're standing there, planes are flying over.
Mhm.
I'm like, I was like, yo, bro, I went boom, and it was right there.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, it was yeah, it was like one of
Goosebumps.
those. Yeah, it was one of those things where, and he talked about they had the 50th anniversary of his death, and they did a memorial thing.
Mhm.
He's like, yeah, 100 people showed up. I was like,
That's it?
100. I said, bro, that's pathetic. He goes, yeah, I know.
That's
I
crazy,
said,
bro.
there's a lot of people profiting off of that name on the island. To get 100 people, where there's, according to him, he was telling me in Nicaragua they have a celebration or a memorial every year where
Mhm.
hundreds, if not thousands, of people attend. And here, like, it's
It's nothing. No big
crazy,
deal.
bro. Crazy, crazy, man. But dude, it was awesome. This dude, like, we spent, like I say, pick me up, spent an hour together, had a great time. And I have the pin, I have the coordinates now. I can just boop, go right there. And the dude, like I said, Eddie Rivera, he has a group where he does like videos and stuff of athletes and things. He's a teacher.
Mhm.
So, bro, it was dope, man. It's actually, this thing is called Comunidad 21, 21 community.
Mhm.
So, that was a vacation in a nutshell, bro. And I do have a video of the site, so I'll show you then later.
Yeah. That's dope, man. That's dope. Cousin
Yeah,
Tony doing big things, going down to Puerto Rico. Appreciate that,
yeah,
man.
yeah. It was fun. So you and Rob Bass talked about fighting emotions when you're trying to level up,
Yes.
because you were talking about you had all them cards and stuff.
Mhm.
So at what point do you say no mas and you kind of do your thing and because you're getting there?
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's tough. Like I kind of, when we were talking about it, and like I said, it's so easy when you have a game plan, but then you always have that little devil on your shoulder. Say, hey, just check out eBay. There might be something, especially, oh, 4th of July, people might be sleeping on some stuff. So then you start looking, and you have a nice little pot, of money that you're putting away, you're saving up. Next thing you know, you're just spending away because you find a deal that you can't pass up. So, like I said, the best laid plan goes to waste. Um, but you got to be real disciplined when it comes to that to level up as Rob says. So kudos to him for actually not only talking about it all the time, but actually putting it into play, executing it, because it's very easy, bro, to get distracted and just say, why do I want to get a $20,000, $30,000 card? That's crazy. But it's almost like you talk yourself out of it. So sometimes you just rather play in that little mid range
Yeah,
500 to 1,500. You're cool, but when you start talking 3,000, 4,000, $5,000 cars, or and it's like, oof, things get a little like you just kind of like maybe you scare yourself away from it. So you got to have some cojones to put that plan into action. So again, kudos to Rob for making that play. Because we always talk about goats over prospects all the time, but him going out and then going and getting two guys, especially John Morant. Jason Tatum was a little bit more established, and he has a
hmm
big base. But the as far as John Morant, he was just a hot guy at that moment.
hmm
So for him to go ahead and take a significant amount of money, buy those cars, and then literally less than 6 months, almost double, make his money, and then take that and flip it into a goat, LeBron James, which is pretty cool, man. So that's just something. I'm just looking to the left of me, and I got a ton of cards just sitting here. So
Yeah,
it's got to be that time where, like I said, I'm gonna take a bunch of them down to the national with me, get my little fanny pack, and really really try to stick to the game plan, and see if I can go ahead and make a move. And I have some money saved up, so it's going to be a combination of not only the cars that I'm bringing and some cash, so maybe might be able to make a big move.
fair enough. I have some thoughts on that, but before I get to that, Stooks Baseballs and Curiosity says my biggest miss in the hobby was not buying Kirby Puckett's Roberto Clemente Award jacket when I had a chance.
Mm,
Oof, talking about a one of a kind.
wow.
That's yeah. That is that dude. That's, I mean, we always talk about conversation pieces, but Kirby Puckett, all timer. Because sometimes most of the guys who win that award are pretty decent players. I mean, but Kirby Puckett's an all timer, and on
Yeah,
top of that, the that's
the
wild.
jacket.
Um, So here, so Kamish says he's still in the kiddie pool, and that's what popped in my head when talking about leveling up, because you come to that, you're like, okay, like, so how many people can play in that higher pool?
Yeah.
So that's a whole, sometimes another thing too, where it's like, yeah, I could put all these cards together. Depends what you want to get out of it. Like
Mhm.
you, if you go, I know kind of the way you collect. If you get that super high end banger, that's probably gonna stay tucked away for a while.
Yeah.
To move it is tough, bro.
Yeah.
Get a
And that
card
and
that's
that
five
that's
figures. Not
another
a lot of
thing.
people are buying that.
Right. And that's the thing. It's like we talk about getting these bangers, these 5, 6-figure cards, and it's like, man, that would be so awesome. But then when you have it, there's only a certain, that pool of people, that kiddie pool is really big in the hobby. There's a ton of people hanging out in that kiddie pool, just dipping their feet in and having fun and going back and forth. But to actually go in and dive into the deep end and go head first and get one of those cards, then there's only a certain few people that have, the, like I said, the cojones to do something like that. So when you have it, it's cool. You're proud that you finally got to that point. But if you did want to go ahead and move it, that's the conundrum. Are you going to find somebody that has
Yeah,
enough balls that you did to go ahead? So, and it makes it even more, like rare, or I should say scarce, but like depending on the player. You know what I
hmm,
mean? So if you're diving in and you're doing a like a goat like Michael Jordan, or Clemente, or Jackie Robinson, people like that, Babe Ruth, people are more willing to put big money into that. But if you got, somebody like Allen Iverson, if I'm trying to build that, get his top 1%, how many people are out there that are going to say, yeah, I'm willing to invest 15, 20, $30,000 in a card of Allen Iverson's?
that's very, very true. It's almost like then you like, oh, if I'm gonna level up, then I might as well just go like Mickey Mantle,
Yeah.
where it's a bigger, like he's just a bigger
There's a
presence in
yeah,
the
it's
hobby.
there's not that many people in that pool, but they'll gravitate towards those cards as opposed to,
Yeah,
so that's why I'm almost like content in playing in that, 1,500 to $3,000 with Allen Iverson, because that's, to me, like, that's a sweet spot. You
yeah,
start getting over that, that's a hefty price for somebody to pay for somebody that's never won a championship. So it's that, and there's all kinds of factors that go into collecting Allen Iverson. But yeah, you
yeah,
get to that level, you want to get like a goat.
yeah, yeah. I agree. So Kamish says no fanny pack. Let's get the sling bag that Tony and I have. Yeah, I got the this. My wife says it's a purse. I'm like, it's not a purse.
It's a
It's a
man
sling
purse.
bag. I
It's
don't
a
know.
man purse.
Yeah, whatever. I don't
Stop
know.
it.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Whatever.
What would you rather have, the man purse or the fanny pack?
Um. Hmm. Well, see, I don't consider the sling bag a man purse. Now the
It is.
man purse, now the satchel, that's a man purse. Yeah. You know what? Damn. But the fanny pack looks. Oh man, that's a tough one, bro. I guess fanny pack by man, but I'm not liking that decision at all. I don't know. I'm not comfortable enough to. That's like for you and Craig, and yeah, you guys got that
But we
that
can.
fanny pack flow.
Carmine got up in there too.
Oh yeah, Carmine too. Yeah, I think it's a certain. Yeah, I don't know. But so Blaine says, so Commission's in the kiddie pool. You're trying to get out of the kiddie pool, and Blaine says he's on the slip and slide. So Mookie Chilson's in the house. Mookie, three Phillies have won the Clemente Award. Yep, Jimmy Rollins, Gary Maddox, and Greg Luzinski. Yeah. And by the way, Mookie, Von Hayes is going to be appearing in Philadelphia very soon. I fully expect you to be there and pay that man the respect that he is due.
See, I'm
Uh,
more, while you guys were doing the rare and odd uh, baseball players, I'm more the basketball, like the Bob Thunder Thornton,
okay.
people like that. There was Kurt Nymphius, uh, you know,
I like that. One day we're gonna have to have the obscure and weird. Yeah, we'll just do that at some point. Blaine says Iverson is the man. Mookie says cargo shorts. End of conversation. Hey, if Rob the therapist is in here, he's got his own line of cargo shorts. We need to respect that. Kamish says fanny pack, cargo shorts, socks, and sandals. What a sight. There you go. And Mookie says if Von Hayes wears those baby blues, I'm there. Yeah, I don't know. I have to ask our buddy Sal. He's running the show. So, um, oh man, geez, good stuff. Hey, another thing too, you guys talked about. on card person autos on nostalgia wax, junk wax, and
Mhm,
how that makes it. You talked about how that takes it from being junk
mhm.
to a straight collectible. So with that being said, are you gonna like I mean I know your stuff is very Philly centric, but you ever see yourself kind of going down that path where you're picking up the I don't know, like Shaq. It's funny with Shaq too, because he was like right in there. And but just like those goats like that, but that were all in the junk wax area,
Mhm.
where you see yourself trying to get those on card autos just to differentiate yourself from.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Shaq's a good one because I'm a huge fan of Shaq. That was like one of the. It was weird. So when I first got back into it after, taking a big hiatus and then getting into it right around the pandemic time, I gravitated towards Allen Iverson, but everybody else was big men. What I mean, it was David Robinson, it was Shaquille O'Neal,
Mm,
um, you know, all these guys that Hakeem Olajuwon. Talk about junk wax. I have a ton of Hakeem Olajuwon. I think I was like just hoarding them. I was on Facebook groups, just like give me those. So I got a ton of Hakeem Olajuwons. So
Yo,
I.
Hakeem was dude. That's where where you said like, oh, the big man like Hakeem is a killer.
Yeah,
And to get that card, I mean, because this rookie is pretty, but to get that an on card, that'd be
that would be a dope one to get, like an
yeah,
'86 Fleer. See now that '86 Fleer set, that's a good thing. So I'm want to complete the PSA 9, but then once that's all said and done, maybe getting already got the Julius Erving, but that's on his rookie card. But maybe hopefully in time get a auto from him on an '86 Fleer. Already got the Barkley. So I mean there's just so many people in that set that are Hall of Famers. Larry Bird, Charles Barkley, Dominique Wilkins. The list goes on and on with the players and their rookie cards. So that'd be a pretty dope subset to get. Just their
yeah,
signatures on top of that, and then going off of that, like you said with Shaquille O'Neal, a lot of his cars. Now he does have some bangers out there, but a lot of it is junk wax. To get some autos on his stuff, some rookies, I think that'd be pretty cool.
yeah, I agree. I'm just interested to see how I don't know. I'm interested to see where you go after you kind of we all go through these ebbs and flows of the hobby. And like when I'm done with building the 56 set, I know it'll be something else. And I'm like I said, eventually I want to work up to the 90s to the dudes that we came up on. Like you're already
Mhm.
there. I'm like, I'm just kind of doing going backwards and then but uh that'll be something I keep an eye on just to be different. Like you
Yeah.
said, this is nice, you know. So real quick, Matthew, 1956 Top Guy said he would love an in-person auto of famous Philly Dickie Thon. Dickie Thon was it's one of the better names in MLB history. He said he has about a million of his 89 upper deck. So dude, yeah, that's just one of those weird Philly names. So Kamish, if you can want to jump in here whenever you can, because I want to ask you about the tag stuff. But before we do that, let's do this real quick. Your freaking movie thing,
My
because
movie thing.
yeah, your actor thing. I'm sorry. Well, actually, I have actors in movies. I just do it real quick.
Uh-huh.
Um, you want me to run through them?
Yeah, go ahead. So obviously, this is based on. If you didn't listen to Monday's episode, it was myself and the sports car therapist, Mr. Rob Ashley Gerard, and oh, there goes the commish.
Tag
Oh,
man is here. What?
nice. Yo,
Like,
it
come
looks like a like one of those things you put on your head. So,
yeah.
we were talking about I don't know even know how that came about, but we just started talking about top actors, top 5 actors, and of
Mhm.
course everybody gravitates always towards the usual Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, who else was the other ones that he said? Denzel Washington,
Right.
people like that. So he never once mentioned Tom Hanks, and I was like, "Bro, everybody sleeps on Tom Hanks." Not for nothing. You just don't think about it. I kinda compared him to,
LeBron.
LeBron James. I said, he has the statistics that you need to be the GOAT, everything you need. You can see it and the laundry list of accomplishments, but it's just you just never think about it. But he's there. He's in that top 5, and then when I Googled it, that was the funny thing. I put top 10 actors, and the first person that popped up was Tom Hanks. So I took a screenshot of that, and I sent it to the Wolfpack DMs. I was like,
Right.
"How about that?" He was like, all right, you got me, you got
Yeah.
me."
Fair enough. Fair enough. So I'll run through mine real quick. I'll run through my what I think they're. I don't. I guess these are my favorite, or what you said, like the best, or whatever. For me, it's just Denzel, De Niro, DiCaprio. After listening to you, I was like, yeah, Tom Hanks, he does do his thing. So, and Pacino for me. So, that's where I'm at. Commish, real quick, what do you got?
For me, I got some of the standard ones.
Yeah,
I throw Johnny Depp in there, but Oz mentioned him before too.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, I kind of overlooking Tom Cruise. I mean, he's
I was gonna
yeah.
say him
That's
you
true.
too.
know, but
That's true.
but you guys mentioned anybody that I would have mentioned.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like the top, like Rob said too, the top five is maybe like you get one guy that's in or out, but maybe the three or four is always going to be the same. But, um, but I'll give you a quick my favorite movies because Oz always makes fun of me. Um, Matthew. Matthew says about what about Van Damme? So my stuff is actually not too far away. Um, these are just my favorite top five movies, and these are my
You've
personal.
watched 5 movies?
Yeah, that's why they're my favorite. It's next Friday, Friday after next, Django, Shooter with Marky Mark, and
What's that? Nobody likes Shooter.
dude, Shooter is just shit. You're
No,
crazy.
nobody. Mark Wahlberg doesn't even like Shooter, but
Dude,
that's your top five.
Shooter is badass. And and the Jason Bourne movies, those are my favorites. Yeah,
Interesting.
dude, every time Shooter's on, I watch it.
I think I watched it once, and I bought. I'll give you the DVD because I bought it, watched it once, and never watched it
Dude,
again.
Shooters.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
Eddie Murphy's very underrated. Yo,
Shooter.
but I would before we hopped on, I was like, bro, before the slap, Will Smith was
Mhm.
winning Oscars and doing his thing.
Yeah,
Oscar singular.
He was with Oscars.
he's no Marky Mark. Just putting it that way.
He's no Marky Mark.
So, anywho, Commish, big day for you today.
It was. It was a great
The
day.
what is it? Self-proclaimed, self-admitted.
No. I'm not self-proclaimed. You guys have proclaimed me.
So
Well, I
you're the
thought that's what you
VP.
said in your live today.
Oh,
but
I
he's-
did. Yeah, I'm a self-proclaimed tag fanboy. All of a sudden,
Okay,
yeah.
all
Yeah,
right.
but you're like the VP of media, social media
No.
hype. You're like, the tooting that
I'm the
tag
hype man.
horn.
I'm Jerome from the
Yeah.
Morris
Okay, so
Standard
Jeremy
Time.
Lee rolls around.
Yeah.
Jeremy Lee rolls around
I'm
doing
a-
his thing, and
I'm
you're
gonna hold
holding
up.
the mirror
I'm
up in
holding the
front of
mirror.
Jeremy Lee.
I'm just gonna do the oh wee oh. Yep, you're damn right I am. You're damn right I am.
All right, so let's talk about it. So you got your tag submission, and
Yeah.
we talked to Jeremy months ago,
Yeah.
and you went out and actually did the submission. You put videos, and guys can check out Irish Flyers Collector. Neil did a super great job of being very detailed with the this kit that they send and all that stuff, how easy it is to send out, how quickly he got it back. Trust me, I've been hearing daily updates on how great this thing is, and yeah, that's neither
They
here
put
nor
me on
there.
a quota. They put me on a 15 tag mention quota per day in our text thread.
Correct. You are now over the quota.
10.
So
Well, there it is. There's
yeah,
my last one of the day.
there you go. Now you got about 6 more in you. So just talk real quick to and for the guys people didn't see it,
Yeah.
just the turnaround time. But I mean, I gotta tell you, I think the slab is crazy like very nice looking.
Right.
But I do have a bit of I wish Splenda was here. I have a bit of a conspiracy theory on your grades, but just go ahead real quick.
Why do you think I've been tooting their horn so much? Hopefully help my grades. No.
That's that. Yeah.
No.
Well, I'll get to that.
It
Go
turned
ahead.
me stunt double.
Yeah.
No, the user experience, the UX, I'm very big on that stuff because I'm in my job. We're big on that for our company. As far as people ordering stuff online, I couldn't have been pleased, more pleased with the process. Like when I got when he bought the drop when I bought the 5-card submission, and then got the kit in the mail. That was really cool. Like they send you everything. You don't got to run around to the LCS or, text your buddies. Hey, you got any, card savers? You got this stuff. And, and I literally got that kit. I did the video on it of breaking that open, what it was all included, step by step of the process. Real easy to send it back to them. And then they got it back to me. They shipped it out on the 19th day, calendar days, not
Right.
working days. If it went by working days, they destroyed their 20-day turnaround timeline. But if they got it out and shipped out to the 19th day, 2-day priority back to me, The holiday kind of screwed that up for me, so that wasn't their fault. And you get it, and somebody has to sign for it. So luckily, my wife works from home. She signed for it, and she texts me, and she's like, "Cards are here." I was like, "Yes."
What's with all you guys in the Wise working from home? You
She's been
guys are
doing it
like
for like
cavemen. You keep them like what? Do they?
15 years,
Do you let them wear shoes?
only
I
on
got nothing to do
Tuesdays.
with that, bro.
Okay.
No, but no, she texted me and said they were in. So yeah, I mean everything from beginning to end was really top notch. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better experience.
Nice.
So
Now I do have a conspiracy theory on
yeah,
the
what's your
grade.
theory?
So, well, number one, I mean, you plug the hell out of them, so they owe you they owe you at least 110. But no, I was like, and you actually, yeah, you nailed it. I think it was three tens and two not whatever it was.
Yeah, I got them. I'll show them to you, but
Okay,
I've got to wait till the that segment at the end.
I got you. Okay, we'll save for
But
that.
yeah,
But I was like, you know what? I said, are these guys giving high grades just so they could drum up some interest?
you can say that about any of them. Like
Yeah.
right now people are saying PSA are tough grading, and people talk about how they're going to grade tough, and it depends on what they want to do, and population control. I mean, that's a that's out there. That theory's been out there for ages. That's not a new concept. But at least I know where the issues are on all my cards.
Yeah.
You got a 9, you don't know what's wrong. Why is it a 9? You don't know. Well, I got 9s, and I can tell you exactly what's wrong with it.
So how deep does this go? You gotta like break that down. Like I know you had statistics that were like crazy.
Yeah, on your phone it looks trash. It looks too confusing. It probably scared Tony. He was like, "Forget it. I'm out. Tapping out." It's
That's
like
exactly what
too
happened.
much information. You look at it on your computer screen, and it's really, really laid out impressively. It goes into details on everything. It shows you where the flaws are at, what they are, a pit, a surface scratch, a surface defect, just scratches. I think I had one of everything on all the varying different cards. And you think that to be a pristine card, or get a 10, you think it's got to be close to perfect. I think I had 110. It had 5 or 6 surface scratches between the front and the back. So I don't know how bad they are. I mean, I didn't get down into them, looking at them with a magnifying glass too much or anything like that. But you can have scratches. The centering's good. And the cards that don't have the borders, it's a little hard to tell how good the centering is. So a lot of my cards, the hockey cards, they don't have the borders on, like the Young Guns are famous for not having borders.
Yeah. That's always
So
been my gripe though with grading with cards, or that if you can't see it with the naked eye, to me it should be irrelevant.
yeah,
Like nobody's like no one's zooming in like that. Like,
correct,
but
correct.
Some people are,
some
but
people are. But
yeah, for the
Oh yeah,
most part, that's not the case.
you
yeah,
get the jeweler's eye
yeah,
Yeah.
checking it out.
yeah. So
So
the chat, go ahead. Well, let me hold that thought there, Commissioner. The chat is
yeah.
on fire here.
Oh yeah.
Mookie says top 5 athlete actors: Kareem in Airplane, Reggie Jackson, and okay, that's another one. See, this is what Mookie knows what he's talking about. First of all, Enrico Palazzo is one of the greatest characters of all time, and the Naked Gun is probably. See, you guys are stuck on like the mainstream stuff. Like I'm like the tag of movies. Like you guys are like, if it's not like, freaking
More like
blockbusters.
HGA.
Nah, that's
Yeah,
nonsense.
you don't know.
No.
You don't know Louise.
Yeah, and Shaq and Kazam.
You know what? You're FGA. You're the Fugazi grading.
Fugazi grading company.
Yeah, you guys just don't know it. If it's not a $10 billion budget, you guys just don't watch it. Matthew says Carl Weathers in Predator, The
Yeah.
Rock. Jeez, look at all these guys. Oh, geez, Sloth was a professional athlete. Wow, I didn't know that. John Matuzak.
Yep.
Look at that.
Hey,
Ray
you
Allen.
guys.
Yeah, Ray Allen. Carl Weathers was funny in Arrested Development. Jim Brown in The Dirty Dozen. So yeah, we got to do that one day.
There you go.
Top 5 athletes. Yeah.
Top 5 sports movies.
Did they have Shaq in there?
Yeah. And Kazam, bro. One of the.
No, I mean, what was Blue Chips?
Oh yeah, with Penny Hardaway.
Him and Penny, yeah.
Yeah. But so back to the grading. So I mean, now you're pretty much sold going. And actually, you didn't do much prep other than cloth. Like
right. Yeah, I didn't do much.
So your grades could have been even better had you.
They could have. They could have if I did some of the some of the Kurtz or whatever else is out there. But yeah, I didn't do that. But two of my cards were in. They did get treated by Beans, Mr. Beans, but when they went to PSA, so I was pretty confident in those coming back. Um, that I just was careful when and you were helpful in getting them out of the slabs for me. So, but yeah, I just clothed them off with the microfiber cloth, and yeah, that was literally it. And I ended up with 3 10s and 2 9s.
Wow. I think that's pretty cool that even though it's AI based, because they could literally get real meticulous on stuff and you'd be getting like 6s and 7s back, especially with all the scratches that you're talking about. If one car had like 5 scratches and still got a 10. So they're still keeping that human element to it instead of just going ham and be like, all right, this is what it is. And this got, this dimple and this scratch and this. So that's, clearly going to be a 7. And if they went strictly AI, and didn't have that human element to it, I think it'd be tough, a tough way to be. So you're definitely going to need a mixture of both.
Yeah, I think they established what's what and how bad the scratches are, and to speak to, I shared those fears too. I mean, you guys know, I was telling you, I was like, I'm terribly intrigued, and I'm also terrified of what that does, what the AI does. How picky is it going to be?
I remember asking Jeremy that specific question. And he was
Yeah.
like, no, it was like, like you said, I mean, that they could put it so you could see right through the card if they wanted to.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So yeah, I wasn't too afraid of it. But yeah, it's like it's getting the understanding of why it is what it is versus, I mean, the closest we have anybody else out there is the subgrades on a BGS slab, but it's just 4 categories,
right.
So
not 400.
This was really important. This was to me, that's what drives me. You don't, Tony.
They don't call them numbers, Neil, for no reason, bro.
Oh no, this that was right up to Commission's alley. And like I will say, when you pulled up the report, it was kind of like, it's cool. And again, check out Neil's video. Like, it was cool where it shows the ranking and it just like a real quick. But once you scroll down and you got into 38,000 numbers of even the fibers, what the hell do I care about that? But that's just me, man.
Yeah. That was cool.
So Mookie saying, he's asking, do you plan on reselling your tag cards or holding on to them?
Some are going to be for selling, but I'm going to wait on them. But like my Gretzky and my Lindros are keepers for sure. The other 3 are up for debate. I do like the players a lot. The Owen Power one that I have, he's a younger defenseman who plays with Buffalo. He went to Michigan. You guys know me. That's my favorite college. So I watched him play on TV at Michigan. So I like him a lot. And the other one's Tage Thompson. That Tage Thompson one was definitely a purchase to flip. But I'm just going to have to wait. I'm not stupid. I know that Tag's behind on the value scale. I don't know if they're going to take over or whatever. I don't think they could. I think there's space for everybody. We got our preferences. I think it's funny. I think we hit all 3 of the big ones as far as our preferences now. And I'm calling Tag a big one right now because, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Promote. So,
hype. Get out the mirror, get the mirror out.
So
real quick, James says, not as an MJ super collector, you can't tell me that they don't control the pop counts. We need Splenda here. Somebody send out the bat.
Yeah.
Matthew says, I buy modern with a vintage eye. If the card hits my eye well, I'm all about it. I tend to get 8s and 9s. You can get those at a bargain basement price too. So especially some of the 8s, people act like, it's like it falls off a cliff. I'm like, it's not the worst thing in the world.
But. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah, it is. And I had that one Lindros card that I got back from PSA that came back a 5. I was like crushed. I'm like, what's wrong with this thing? But whatever. But it's from '92, so I can't send it to Tag. That is the area that I will say and admit that they are a little behind right now. You can only send.
So what's the cutoff? Is it
2,000?
2,000. Gotcha.
2,000 today, and they have other limitations. No acetates. No, only autos that are pack pulled autos, that type of stuff.
Gotcha. And Rob says something here in the chat, but I have no idea what that is.
I was about to Google it.
That might be Rob.
Is that a line from a movie?
I have no
Espen-
idea. That might be Rob speaking Spanish Italian again, or I'm not 100% sure.
Broxe.
Bantalion.
But yeah, I don't know what that is, but
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
figure it out. We'll have the answer. We'll get the staff in the back to work on
yeah.
that. But
So yeah, I'm really happy with him. It
I
was a
like
good
that, man. I mean,
experience.
yeah.
Oh, he's a pimp.
Oh,
I'm a pimp.
wow. Like I learned a new word today. I didn't know. I
There you
see
go.
we speak Spanglish, so it would just be pimp.
You just eat pimp.
Pimp. Yeah, it would just be
Pimp.
pimp. Yeah.
Pimpazo.
Un pimp. So so now I mean, look at that, dude. The three of us collect and we all collect different. Like I said, we're all fan. But Oz is kind of the hybrid.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I mean,
I
commissions.
get everything.
Yeah. I mean, now you're just full on. So I mean, I don't buy a lot of the raw stuff that I do buy for the most part. It stays raw for yeah, pimp.
Pimp.
It stays raw for
Yeah.
listen, when all else fails, like I tell you, when I was speaking Spanish, I get stuck on a word, I just boom right to Spanglish, and it just
Yeah,
they know
Spanglish
what I'm
always
talking
works.
And they get it. Yeah, and you guys know me too. I mean, what 98% of my collection is raw. So,
Yeah.
you know, I don't slab that many things. So that's why I just went with the 5 card submission. And, you know, maybe next time I'll just do a 5 at a time, 5 at a time. It's,
about.
you
Gotcha.
know, no up charges, boom, boom. You know, that's nice.
So what was the deal? Like you continue to hype it up, and then they're gonna grade your cards for free, or were you
Yes.
getting a salary? I forget exactly what was the.
There's nothing like that. I wish, but
Are you sure?
hey, I continue. And I'm a believer now. That's just me. But, you know,
Now,
I'll just
shout out
wait
to
for the rest.
Jeremy Lee. That's something
Yes.
when he started talking about that. I honestly, when it comes to grading, I wish there could just be a universal AI, and that every card would get graded the same exact way, and there would be no discrepancies from grading company to grading company. And a 10 is a 10, a 9 is a 9, and you know exactly why, and everybody would be on board. I think that would be awesome. Obviously,
Mm,
that's never going to happen.
no.
But to me, I think that would be the to create a a market where everything you know exactly where everything is at, and there's no
Mm,
hey, this eye appeals this, and yeah, this is a 9, but the centering's way off on here, so I appreciate this 9 better, and so it would like eliminate a lot of that. But
mhm.
that would probably be down the road, 10 years into Fanatics, where they come up with the ultimate grading system.
I mean, at this rate,
Yeah.
that's they're just like that a wave. It just all right. We're gonna take this and bring it up this and this. So at some point,
Just keep
it'll
acquiring
get
stuff.
there. Yeah. All right, let's get to Oz's favorite segment, the what's in the box.
What's in the box? I got a box.
Go ahead, Oz.
I got a big
boy.
box.
Oh
Uh-oh.
boy.
How big is this thing? Oh,
That's a big box.
Oh geez.
is that the one you talked about on the show on Monday?
Maybe, perhaps.
You're out of control.
What are you talking about? I ordered this. This was months ago.
Oh, months ago.
This was a pre-order.
Hold on. Time out. The lines that you use on upper management upstairs did not work on the people that are in the know.
Yeah, I got this months ago. This ain't
Yeah,
new.
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta understand. These are all pre-orders that finally kicked in. You're
But
not
they
a
still
toy,
cost money if you ordered them 6 months ago or
you're not a
6
toy
minutes ago.
collector. You don't know these things.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I love that tone of the line, the lines you use on the upper management upstairs.
These are legitimate fibs.
Legitimate fit.
Fair enough. So
What's
while you're
in the
ripping that thing open, do you have cards in mind, Commish, to send for another one or?
Yeah, I do. I've got already 5 in mind already. So
Okay.
while he's doing that, what I'll do is the one card that I was really thrilled with was my Kaprizov. I got a 10 on Kaprizov.
Let me zoom you in here real
When
quick.
this was on it, when this was in the other, when it was in the PSA slab, it was graded at 9, so it got upgraded. So I'm really happy that this one came a 9 or 10. So the
Now,
slabs
some
are really
might say that became a PSA 7.
no, you PSA fanboy. So I was happy that one because that hurt me. That hurt my feelings when it came back a 9. I was like, because he's
You pack pulled that, correct?
yes, I pack pulled that and took. I was like, it was like, woo. So
Nice.
that was my biggest result, because that one flipped from a 9 to a 10.
I like that.
Beautiful.
Go ahead, Oz.
Go ahead,
So
Oz. Yep. I was just
obviously
killing
these are
time.
toys.
it's
I talked about on Monday how I went onto the Netflix website and they're having a nice little summer sale. So I
Ooh.
just couldn't help myself, It's just one of those things. Impulse buy. What's better?
You're
Get
like,
a nice impulse buy from Stranger Things, and everybody. We all know about the Demogorgon. This guy actually glows in the dark.
Nerd alert.
Glows in the dark, pretty cool.
He's like
Wow.
Rodney Dangerfield and Caddyshack on the Netflix show. Give me one of these. Give me a box of the Demogorgons. Give
I
me-
know. This is like, and all this stuff is like odds at like 3 or 4 in the morning.
So we all know about Hopper if you're a big Stranger Things fan, and they have different types. So this is like more of a cartoony type Hopper. So I already have 3 of them. With 11, I already have. So I'm trying to continue that collection. So I picked up the Hopper,
Okay.
and I picked up as well Vecna. So they're
Ooh,
like little cute, cartoony looking figures, but they're pretty
gotcha.
cool.
I like how Rob was calling them figurines.
Yeah.
Figurines. It's better than when I collect those sports picks, Tony, with you, and my wife
Yeah.
called
So
them
this is
my
almost like
sports
like
Barbies.
an anime type figure.
Okay.
So this is the Dustin. So
Very.
what I'm trying to do is with Stranger Things, they have tons of figures, toys that it's just there's all different kinds of brands. So I'm trying to get them all as far as okay, so 10 years from now, I'll be like, all right, I got this collection from Bandai, this collection from
Oh, okay.
YouTube, this collection from what I mean? Because I just like seeing the different 11s, the different, Vecnas. Now this one is like these are just like cute. We always talk about the Funkos being cute. These are just adorable. Yeah, so this is
Aw.
these are from Bandai. This is Nancy. So they're just
Okay.
a little cute. My daughter's gonna love that one.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say earlier,
Sure.
your daughter knows you were opening her box of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Lucas, with his afro, his high top fade.
Nice.
So we
Wow.
got
He really
those.
went. He really did go a little nuts. So, sheesh.
What is this? Oh boy.
It was all on sale too. All on
shit.
sale.
Right.
So this is the huge Demogorgon.
What the
So
hell?
I'm sure
man?
everybody is geeking out with me and they're loving everything I'm showing here.
They are. What at what point did I mean that's actually you touched on the you want to get the cabinets.
Yes.
I mean at this point you got tons of inventory.
My daughter's room is a hot mess. I mean,
Okay.
it's organized chaos is what I call it.
Yeah.
She went with my other daughter and spent a couple days over there. So my wife is like, we got to clean that room right now, and your ass is coming up here and you're gonna do it because you got all this junk. So I had to go up in there and it looks cool. I mean, at least to me it does.
Right.
And but it's a lot of stuff. So it definitely, we need to get a case. So yeah, little by little, just building that toy collection. And I'm in works right now, top secret with another gentleman, and he hit me up, and it's an actual Stranger Things NFT. But if you purchase the NFT, you actually get a limited edition Funko Pop that you can't get, anywhere else without purchasing that NFT.
So now we're pumping tag and we're pumping NFTs.
NFT Stranger
Who the
Things
hell's
Funko
buying NFTs?
to get the
on, man.
Funko. It's
Yeah, I know. That's
not-
just,
He's like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm buying, but I get a Funko.
yeah, I know. He wants to. I get that.
He's like,
But
no. I
I
seen
guess
the Funkos are dope.
yeah. I saw them. They're nice. But I'm like, are we still rocking this NFT crap?
Obviously, NFTs are still a thing, I guess. Obviously, if they're coming out with it, but the only way I would purchase an NFT was to get the actual physical representation of, the Funko, which I could give two craps about the NFT.
Yeah.
Sell it as soon as you get it, just to get the Funko.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't get.
I don't get it. If
NFTs.
I can't hold
There
it.
you go. You want Tom Hanks?
I can't.
Right here and big. I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't
There
get
you
it.
go. Look, it all comes back to your boy Tom Hanks.
It's a building that transforms into a robot.
So Blaine wants to see one of these things out of the box. Ain't happening, bro.
Ain't happening. No.
Yeah, we know that. Oz, yeah, that's it. You get what's in the box, and it stays in the box. All right, fellas, let's get to some card of the week action. Kamish, you're the guest. I'll let you lead off. You got a couple there.
You're gonna show us a
I have
nice
5.
tag slab.
I
Yeah.
have 5. They happen to all be in tag slabs.
All right. Well, go ahead.
So I've got my so I got my Owen Power
Ooh,
French Young Guns.
That
You guys would
looks
call
sweet.
that June Loops,
nice.
Fruit Loops, June
There you
Loops,
go.
June
So
Loops.
it's
So
just clear.
you can see, yeah, you can see right behind it, right through it. So very cool. The etching on there is really nice, and that's a 946 of 1,000. So that's my French Young Guns Owen Power. I got that's a 9. I got an Eric Lindros Upper Deck Young Gun, or not Young Guns, Upper Deck Canvas. That's a
Okay.
9. I got that one. That was
Yeah.
one. This was one I pulled. I was like, well, most of my Lindros stuff is pre 2000. So,
Yeah.
uh, Tage Thompson. I was at the when we were at the Philly show, boys. This is one of the cards I bought.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep, that one came
That's a
back.
Young Guns.
Tage Thompson, Young Guns at 10. He's one of the hot scorers in the league right now.
So
You
what?
bought
Kind of
that
came out.
raw, or is that the one of the ones that
Yeah,
cracked?
bought it raw. Bought the
Oh,
card raw.
So what would a 10 PSA 10 for that particular one? Do you know what that would be? Or
Oh
go
no, I
for?
don't. You'd be asking me. He'd be over 150, 200. I think. But it's summertime right now, so hockey cards plummet July.
Mm,
This is buying season for hockey cards right now. So
got it.
I
by the
showed you
way,
the yeah
so you're planning on going up to the show up in Canada.
expo, the Toronto Expo in the
Yeah.
fall. Yeah.
Are you buying now in
Uh,
preparation for that? What's your strategy for that?
my strategy is I'm going to probably be a card acquirer at the expo.
Okay.
There will
Uh,
be no
yeah,
ruby
I
Oh,
don't.
cards.
okay.
Yeah, I might take some of these with me because it'll be right in the fall, like when things are kind of peaking up, and I might take these, the Own Power, the Tage Thompson, take them up with me. But some others that I have that I would sell.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm probably going to try to. I'm just me, I'm going for that O-Pee-Chee Roki Gretzky. So, um,
Oh, you'll find it.
oh, I know, and about 300 others.
Yeah.
I showed you the Kaprizov. That was the upgraded, went from a 9 PSA 9 to a tag 10. So
Okay.
kudos to that one. And then my last one, this one's fun because it's a 2008 O-Pee-Chee Gretzky, which is a 1979 retro design on it.
Ooh,
So this came out in 2008. Um,
that looks sweet.
I love that. I love that look of that card because I have a Tony. You remember when we did the McFarland Sports Picks?
Yep.
I have a 12-inch version of that exact pose of him. So I love this card when I
Yeah.
got it. And I got this one, the card raw off eBay, and came back as a 10. And 2008, they did a bunch of his cards with him in the Kings jersey and a couple Rangers jersey. So all of them in this 79 O-Pee-Chee design. So very cool. Very happy with that. Really great centering and registration on the card. And I'm a sucker for that 79 style.
Hey, we all have our. Oh, that was another thing these guys talked about. We all have our hobby fetishes.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'm a
I
sucker
was
for
like,
that
where the
one.
hell's this going?
Oh, it got real uglier.
Yeah, because Oz tends to get a little frisky
Yeah.
sometimes.
Hey, hey,
And
hey.
this one. So one of the things that tag does captures the chronological order of the card submitted, and this was the first one submitted. It's the highest. It's Oz, you'd appreciate this. This is the only one of one. It's the first one, the only a pop report of one
It's
of
like
this
an
card.
eBay 101.
It is a tag 101, baby.
There you go.
It is the highest grade one, 966 right now. So I said I'm either smart for sending it in and being the first, or stupid for sending it in and getting it first. I don't know which,
Yeah, I mean,
but
whatever.
it's
That card's not going anywhere,
no,
anyways.
that one ain't going anywhere. That and the Lindros are staying put.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll go next. I actually picked this up while I was away, and it was in the mail when I got back. 2009 Upper Deck Exquisite Gold. I'm a sucker for these exquisites, man. I'm so like I'm mad for leaving the hobby and missing out. Actually, I'm probably glad because I probably would have spent a lot of money chasing cards, and instead of just buying the singles. But this one's out of 40, game used in Donovan McNabb. But what I like about it, it's actually so I have crap. I forgot what Oz is talking. I'll fetch the other one. I have the one with the beak of the eagle, but this one is actually has the first two letters. It has the whole E and then the A.
Ooh,
So
very nice.
yeah, man. just a guilty pleasure buy, me with it. But again, I'm just a sucker
Nice.
for these game used patches, man.
With it.
Yeah, but exquisite is exquisite. I'm jelly that they're only making hockey right now.
Yeah.
Like I wish they were still. I mean, all the other stuff is cool, but I wish they were still doing their thing.
Yeah, exquisite. I think what. So that was 2003.
Yeah,
Damn.
LeBron. Yeah,
Yeah, so I would have been 28 years old, right in the prime of my life.
right in the thick of it.
I could have been making a killing because what those boxes were going for like $500, I believe at the time is what they were
That
selling for.
500 then was still
That's
been.
what I'm saying. Yeah, so 2003, $500,
Yeah.
but still,
28.
I mean,
that's
$500 for a box of cards.
yeah, that would have been a tough pill to
That's a
swallow
tough. Yeah, I was about
back
to say,
then.
like,
28-year-old.
yeah. It's just it doesn't. For anybody. I mean, for I guess a regular working guy or whatever, but $500. That's
And the thing is, you didn't know what LeBron was
Yeah.
going to be at that point, but they still had the Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan had a plenty of cards in the exquisite.
Yeah.
That,
Oh
you know,
well, with LeBron back in, but I mean, he was so hyped that. Yeah, I mean, but still, you didn't know what he was going to be. But
yeah.
I'll give him that. He's lived up to it. Go ahead,
So-
As. I'm going to dig up the other one while you speak.
All right, so I got two cards that I want to show off. One of them is for my boy, Mr. Rob Gerard. He
You got
talks
an
about
Eli Manning?
no, it's not an Eli. It's a Derek Jeter. All right, but this is another Project 2020 card that I picked up, and this is actually by Ben Baller. And Ben Baller, he's a LA-based DJ, producer, actor, world-renowned jeweler. So he's done, diamond encrusted jewelry for people like Snoop Dogg, Kanye, Nas, Michael Jackson. So he made this card, and it was just one of those things. I seen it, and I was like, yo, that's dope, because it's just a play off of his rookie card, the 93. And this is the pimped out. You want to talk about a pimp? So you can see he has the gold chain. It's diamond encrusted. Mr. November up there. So it's just to play off his rookie card. You see the rings.
All right.
So this is another art card right here, and it's a Gem Mint 10. So the Ben Baller Topps Project 2020. Now this is from 96. And like I said, I gravitated towards the big men. And I bought this card, one, because I like David Robinson, but two, this card is so dope because I love the in-action shot. And it is David Robinson basically dunking over Karl Malone.
Ooh, that is vicious.
And it's embossed. It's hard to see here, but there's a shine to it, and you can't really see. You have to but yo, Karl Malone is getting it.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it right on the Jazz 32.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it's a dope photo in action. You can see how high David Robinson is, and like I said, man, David Robinson back in the day, he doesn't get the credit he deserves. What he's done, because Tim Duncan kind of came in and took his shine away.
Yeah,
the big fundamental, but yeah,
we're still the man. I'll flash these both up on the screen so you see. It's the got the beak.
Oh, there's the beak. Yeah.
Yeah. So
are they both in 99, Tony?
They are both out of 40, and
40.
they're both from the same set, same year. So I don't know, little by little, I guess I'm accumulating the whole thing.
You're gonna have to buy the rest of the patch. Make the patch.
I guess so. So now the word pimp is being used in the
Procentia.
Card X.
Wow. So fellas, said another week down in the hobby. Oh, by the way, I went to an LCS while I was over there.
In Puerto Rico.
It was
nice.
I posted a video today, and here the dude that owns it is he's at Frankie 3500 on Instagram. We follow each other.
Really? Already?
I didn't know. Like, no, we had followed each other previous.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I didn't know it was a shop. And I didn't know until after I left. He was like, wait. I was like, I was just there. He's like, oh, geez. It's in it's called Plaza Las Americas. It's actually we walk in, it's a big mall. And it's a mall that's still plenty crowded and people. I'm like, yeah, it's not like going to the mall around here where there's like 3 people in it and 2 stores are open. But he had a really cool shop. Singles, he had comics, he had toys, a little bit of everything. And so whenever I go back, I mean, I left a laundry list of things to do. I definitely want to link up with him. Actually, we exchanged messages today, see if we can hook up at the National. He said he'll be there all week,
Mm.
so it's gonna be cool. Maybe I'll ask him if he wants to come on. I want to talk to someone that has an LCS over there and how it all kind of, because there was people in there. A lot of I saw a lot of Pokemon action going on, but he did have sports cars and there was really nice setup and it was really nice to see
So
that.
you said Frankie 3500.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm following him already too, and this is nuts.
Yeah. Look into his
Holy
yeah, and
crap.
that's he's no joke, man.
He's my idol.
Everybody is.
No, this guy's my idol.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's
It's
yeah.
Philly Car Collected and Frankie 3500.
Frankie's no joke. Yeah, Frankie's no joke. Something Sports Car said, I picked up an autographed copy of the Iverson Reebok card from the 1997 slab by PSA Authentic Auto, and it's awesome. That's the one you had
Nice.
that embossed one that you had. I like that.
Yeah.
I think
That was
it's
pretty
really
sick.
nice.
so you
I mean,
guys say, not to change gears, you
Okay.
said go see Frankie maybe at the National. You guys, what's the countdown at? What do you got? Was it 2 weeks?
you know what? I don't know. We're right now we have a family reunion that's taking
One, two.
precedent, and we have
What weekend is it? The 21st, 22nd, or
it's
the
the last weekend in July. So
28th? Okay, so you're 1, 2. You're going to be leaving on the 27th, or when do you get out
something
there?
like that. Yeah, I forget. We're leaving on Thursday. Yeah.
So we got
Thursday morning.
1,
Yeah,
2.
Thursday morning we're leaving, and that it's actually I was talking to Rob today, paying some bills for the trade night, and it's starting to become real as Bubbles makes a cameo. It's starting to become pretty real, and it's gonna
Good.
be fun, man. I mean, like, dude, you were there with us last year. I mean, it's
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's I mean, a bunch of like-minded people with
Mhm.
or like-minded people, enablers, whatever you want to call it. Nobody there to the only one there to tell you no, I guess, is the ATM where it said you can't take out any more money. So
Well, cool. So two more lives, and then you're going to be on Thursdays, and you'll be
yes, I know.
heading out there.
I didn't even think of that. We're gonna have to do a live before we leave on Wednesday night, because Thursday night, I know we'll be
Get
ripping
one in
and
the
running.
can. Get one in the can.
Yeah, we'll be ripping and running as soon as we get there. It's gonna be what did it say? It's gonna be a movie.
It's gonna be a movie.
There you go. Look, it all comes back to Tom Hanks again. How about that? So, but fellas, that's all I got. I'm rejuvenated from. By the way, take your cards on vacation, man. Just it's just. I mean, like, we talked about enjoying your cards again.
All right, I'm having a technical difficulty. I gotta go. I think my wife broke my fish tank and it's leaking.
Okay, well, you
So
do
I
that.
must go. And with
All right,
that,
go ahead, Oz. Take us home.
with that being said, keep focused, keep
Oh, you
positive,
caught me off guard.
and keep collecting. I gotta go get the flood now.
All right, bye bye.
Jesus.